Most people seem to think that trauma resolution is all about extinguishing the past, erasing it from your history, and that's just simply not true. What we're really doing is allowing people to live in a different context. We're reframing something, we're creating a new perspective, and I want to show you an example I think illustrates this really clearly. Imagine that you have a particular memory from the past that is just with you the whole time, and whenever you access it or you go there, you're overwhelmed, maybe you dissociate, maybe your heart rate rises, you find it really troubling. And imagine that it's always here up in your face, and no matter what you do, it's following you around. Whatever you do, you can't move it. Now, the options you have are to try and look at it, but if I try and look at this right now, it really hurts my eyes. And when I do look at it, it's fragmented, it's blurred, it's kind of all over the place. And that's really like what a traumatic memory, how it sits in your psyche, how it sits with you all the time. Now, you don't really have many options. You can take drinking drugs and other processes to block it out, but then your eyes are just closed and you can't really live life. Or you can just try and look for your fingers, but that doesn't really work. So your only real option is to turn your head to the side. And so many people do this. They get on with their lives and they're functioning, and it's almost like they're not noticing this anymore. They know it's there, but it's kind of in your peripheral vision. And then one day, your net completely seizes up and you need to go and get help. And this is why so often people come to get the help so much later in their life after an event or a series of events has happened. Now, really what we're doing is helping people come back to here in a safe way. And then with the processing, what we start to do is we start to move the hand away. And let's just say that I have an example of bullying from school. And whenever I connect to that example of bullying, I just see certain things that come into my mind. Now, when we're able to start processing the trauma, what happens is when you move your hand away a bit, other things start to come to mind at the same time. Like, well, actually, I really enjoyed playing football at that school. And I actually had some nice friends. And these realizations and associations that are made helps bring down the sting of the memory. Now, as we bring it further and further away, more things come to mind. Maybe there was a really kind teacher. And you start to reframe your experience with this wider context. And eventually, the memory is put in its correct place. Because fundamentally, trauma occurs from dysfunctional memory networks that need to be healed and rewired so that things that are right up in your face, and they really shouldn't be up in your face, are put in the correct place on the timeline. And once it's there, yes, I wish it hadn't happened. Yes, it's sad, but it's part of my whole story. It's part of my narrative. It's not everything. And that's the key to good trauma healing.